Hey guys, so I'm too lazy to set up my camera and stuff, so this will do. I'm actually holding on to a selfie stick, so if it shakes a little bit, I apologize. But I feel like I have to make this video because every time something like this happens, it just hits close to home. Even though I feel like it shouldn't too much because I don't know these people, they're not my family, you know what I mean? And they're from a different generation, if that makes sense. But the whole world knows by now. Two suicide, two well-known, big-name people committed suicide. It's hard to talk about it. One was Kate Spade earlier this week, who hung herself, and this morning Anthony Bourdain did the same thing, and they both had teenage daughters. So where do I start? Every time something like this happens, it just makes me cringe. It makes me so sad because I can't imagine what their families are going through, especially the kids. And I can't possibly understand how painful that both Kate and Anthony felt, or what was going in their head right before doing what they did. It just shows you, like, no matter your situation, your status, your financial whatever, it don't matter. Like, these people have money, they have all the benefits that someone like me wouldn't be able to get, and yet mental health does not discriminate, and this world keeps getting worse and worse. People keep dying, people continue to be mean and cruel and hate, and I feel like there's more hate than love in this world, and we can only do so much. And I wish healthcare would be free. I wish there would be more available access to mental illness help, however you want to call it. I don't know, it's just, I wrote something on one of Lonnie's Love Instagram. She's from The Real, and she's also a comedian, but I posted everybody to just be nice, be a friend, be there for one another, ask if someone's okay. When you walk and you see a stranger, say hi, give a smile, because you don't know, and I have repeated this, you don't know what that person might be going through, and that smile, that hi could just make a difference. You could have maybe prevented maybe that person from doing something crazy later that day. Who knows? You don't know. And it's crazy because me, as a 35-year-old, I've had my moments of depression back and forth with just really deep and traumatizing things in my life, which I'm sure you guys have known here and there throughout my videos. And I deal with it until now. And I'm not on any medication. I just feel like I can control it. But at the same time, I don't want to be on medications for the rest of my life. Because I personally hate medications, period. And I just feel like it's just bad chemicals that my body does not need. But for me, and I'm sorry I'm all over the place, I just have so much. So this video is going to be really long. But for me, when I'm down, I have cried myself to sleep, or I can't sleep, but I cry myself till like my body is weak and I'm shaky and I can't eat, and that I'm alone in this world, and that nobody understands and nobody gives a fuck about me, not even my parents. And that's how I feel off and on since being in Ohio. But you know what? I cry myself to sleep, and I would be down for a few more days, and I get myself up. I just keep moving on. I keep going. And yes, I have thought about ending my life, but I would never even try or even attempt to. It just goes in my head, and I'm sure it does when you're feeling so down that you feel like that there's no way out. But another part of me is just keep going, and I'm still lucky and blessed enough that I still have certain people to talk to. Not everybody I get a chance to tell my whole story to, because sometimes people just give you that vibe that I don't want to hear your story, you're always depressed and get over it type feeling. And I think that's one thing why a lot of people who are depressed get even more depressed, because they feel like they can have someone that they can go to, and then that person that they go to shuts them down. And that's how I feel, because I've been told, you're not depressed, you don't have anxiety, you don't have that, you don't have that, it's for this and that. No. When I say I'm depressed, I'm depressed. When I say I don't feel right, I don't feel right. So I feel like people need to be more educated. It needs to be talked about like it's a normal thing. It's normal to be depressed. It's okay to be depressed. And if people are more aware of this, people will be more educated and understand and have sympathy. I just can't imagine. Like, I wish people would be nice, but you just can't. There's more hate than love in this world. People are jealous, people are stressed out, people feel the need to be bossy because they're going through some bad stuff in their personal life, but they can be bullies at another place because they don't have that in their household or in their personal life. That's how it works. It's like this almost every day at my job and previous jobs and everywhere else, whether it's a parent, a significant other, just everything. Like, I know I'm not a big YouTuber, but I just feel like I need to make this video because it's so sad that people feel the need to end their life. I wish people who are even thinking about this at this moment, in the next few days, next year, next month, or whatever, if you feel like no one loves you, just think about, there's some YouTuber out there, there's me who loves you, and there's help. There's always help. Even if you don't have the money, there's help. There's a way. There are pamphlets. There's the internet. There is the suicide hotline. I've actually tried calling, and I know, like, you wait for hours even, and I gave up. But when I did that, I I wasn't thinking about doing anything. I was just curious, like, does this thing really work? There's always someone out there to listen, a counselor, a teacher, a friend. And sometimes thinking that maybe that person will not understand me. Maybe that person will judge me. You won't know unless you try. And if that person shuts down, there are other ways. And just think about that no one cares about you. Someone will care. Someone will care. And someone out there does love you. Maybe that person doesn't know how to show you that they love you. But when you're gone, they will be really sad. And you will have missed everything that you could have done living on this earth, young or old. Like, you're not meant to go. Like, there's so many things out there for you to do, to be someone's friend, to be someone that can help someone else that's going through it, to be someone's mentor, to be someone's parent, to make a difference in this world, to do things that you've never done, travel, or doing good deeds, stuff like that. The most simplest things, like like, it makes me so sad. Like, I don't know these people. They're like well-known people. Anthony Bourdain, Kate Spade, like, they have money. They have like the most luxury life ever. Could get anything they want, nice cars, nice homes, and yet mental illness took over, or whatever they went through, they couldn't handle it anymore. And I know people say things like, oh, it's selfish. It's so hard to be in their minds. It's so hard when you're not there, like, when you don't have the same issues, the same thoughts. But it goes to, I want to end my life. I can't deal with it. Like, when you're so sad and so down, no matter what anyone says, it doesn't help. You just want to mope around. You just want to be alone. You just want to be isolated. And it's like this dark cloud hovering all over you. Like, for me, it's covering me. It's in my face. I feel like I am trapped. Like, my condolences to your families and friends and their daughters. Like, they're gonna have like therapy for life, and maybe this will make them stronger, and maybe this video will help somebody out there. I don't know. I hope this video touches someone's heart. If you feel like no one cares, just think that I care, because I'm taking my time to make this video to help myself and to help others out there who are going through this. I feel like I have so much to say, but it's just, if you ever think about ending your life, please don't. It's not worth it. You will get through it, no matter how long it takes, months, years. But just don't. Go to the park, take a walk, go watch a movie by yourself. I've done it myself. Cry as long and as hard as you can. And if you have children, think about your child. Yeah, you can write a letter. Yeah, your kids might be well off financially or whatever, but it's traumatizing. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for your child. Do it for your family. I just can't imagine, like, I know I need to stop, like, looking and researching. Like, every time somebody famous that I grew up watching or listening to or know about throughout the years growing up, I just try to research and I try to see and like, what happened? Like, what went wrong? Where were the family members, and what could have been done? What caused, what triggered that moment that you decide to wake up and just do it? Like, most of this stuff is not planned. Like, I'm gonna, like, do this the next day. That it doesn't. I believe that it just clicks. You're in this like zombie mode. I don't know, like you're numb. You're speechless. You have no more strength to live, and you do it. I just keep like looking at stuff, and then all of a sudden like all these other videos popped up of so many non popular people, like just random people like you and me out here, you guys, have done it, and all over the world. I don't know. May all these people rest in peace, and I hope they are better now, and maybe they will be reborn in a better life. I'm not religious. People say when you commit suicide you're going to hell. I believe in my culture they say if you commit suicide it's just gonna repeat in the next life. I don't know. But at least that they're gone, they're no longer suffering like a regular sick person. Like healthcare regarding mental health, mental illness need to change. People need to open up. People need to make it as if God forbid you have cancer, you have some kind of heart issues, whatever. Mental illness does not make you weak. In fact, a lot of people like me have gone through it over the years. I am still here. I am strong. Just because I cry, just because I'm scared of a lot of things does not make I'm weak. I'm still here. I'm still moving on. I take deep breaths. I cry. I have panic attacks. I have anxiety. Sometimes certain things at work will trigger it, and a lot of people don't get it. And we all need to be kind to one another, and I myself have not been always kind. I have given people attitude, and I do feel bad. But there are other people who just continue to be nasty, to be mean, and not even feel bad at all. Yeah. Right at this moment, when I feel really down, I think deep thoughts, stuff like that, I think about Ava because I wake up for her. I work hard and struggle for her to make sure she's happy, to make sure that she gets to wake up and see mommy every day. And that she needs her mommy, she needs her dad. So I need to be here as long as I can. And show her that it's okay, and that no matter what life obstacles bring you, you just have to keep going and F it and move on. And it's okay. It's okay to want to scream. It's okay to just give that time for yourself and fuck everyone else. It's okay to be alone. It's okay not to have friends. It's okay not to have a boyfriend or be married or have that picture perfect life just because everyone else around you is. Because those are the things that I feel right now in my life. But it's okay. You live, you learn, you make mistakes, and you continue to make mistakes. But what's important is you live. You live through those burdens. You live through those struggles. You live through those pain. I feel I have so much to say and just so many things, but it's just gonna be really long, and I just feel like I need to make this video out there, and probably like what 5 people watch this video, but at least it'll get to somebody. If any random stranger needs someone to talk to, send me a private message. I may not be able to help you, but I can listen, because I watch a lot of other people's video and they did the same thing, and I feel like I can do it too. I may not be a professional, but there are nice people out there, and I'm one of them. So just remember, there's someone out there that loves you and wants you to live. So hang in there. You'll get through it. It is not the end. You cannot end your life. You will be okay. You will get through it. So that is it. I really don't want to hear another sad story, and I'm sure I will, and it sucks. It really sucks. Mental illness is no joke. People that have not dealt with it just don't understand. And if you don't learn, educate yourself, research, don't make side comments to people. Sometimes I get it from other people and I just kind of smile, but deep down inside it fucking hurts. It's like crushing my dreams, making me feel stupid, and nobody needs to feel that way. It's not a very good feeling. So be careful with your words. Be nice, be kind, smile, ask how someone is doing, and just have conversations with people. Try to surround yourself with positivity. And I love you all out there, and it's okay. Just God bless everybody, and my condolences to Kate Spade's family and Anthony Bourdain. Very intelligent people who did amazing things in this world. Fashion, food, that's been spread and well known all over the world. It's always the amazing, creative human beings who get to leave this earth first, and it just sucks. It just sucks. So God bless you all. Just hang in there, and there's help, okay, you guys? Bye.